Hey everybody, Andrew here from Pacific Coast Auto, taking a look at the results of last week's auction picks and bringing you a special announcement. First, last week's results. The R34 Skyline Gt-R went for a bit over Derek's guess. That one sold for $50,470. We're not sure just how high the NSX could have gone because that one was removed from auction after being bid up to $64,020. The Z33 Fairlady was bid up to over triple Derek's guess, but was still unsold at $5,140. The Mitsubishi Pajero Mini sold for $2,240. The EK9 Civic Type R sold for $11,550. The Supra SZR was unsold, only having been bid up to $7,070. Derek's guess on the Mitsubishi Minica Town B was low, but it wasn't low enough. That car sold for only $60. The R33 Gt-R was unsold, only having been bid up to $7,990. The Daihatsu Wake was also unsold. That one got bid up to $6,730. The Honda Today Pochette was unsold and received no bids. Finally, Derek's guess for the Nissan Sunny Sport DX was perfect. He was spot on. That sold for $2,340. As you may have noticed from the title of this week's video, we're running a contest again. If you've been following us on Facebook, you were aware of that and you had a chance to get your guess in. If you haven't been following us and you missed out, don't worry. You'll have a second chance in a few weeks. We won't say when, so keep your eye on the Facebook page. We've asked people who follow us on Facebook to choose a car from the auctions and give us what they think the car will sell for. We're running round 1 this week, round 2 in a few weeks. Whoever guesses the closest to the selling price of the car, and it must sell, will receive a prize package similar to the one we did last time. Last time it was all snacks, this will be snacks, and maybe a few other surprises. We're going to take a look at what everybody guessed this week. Derek's going to throw his guesses in, but it's the viewers' guesses that matter. So if you want to get in, again, a few weeks from now, keep an eye on our Facebook page and you'll have your chance to enter. People who entered this round can also enter again in the second round to improve their chances. So bonus for them for following us. Alright, so here's Derek with this week's picks.
Hey guys, it's Derek here, and we're going to be going over a contest. This is cool. We do this, I guess we do it maybe once or twice a year or so, but yeah, contest, you can win stuff, special JDM stuff, officially from Japan. This time it's going to be a mystery box, and it's going to have pics of some things you can eat and some things you can't eat, but nonetheless it's going to be pretty sweet to get a box of cool stuff. Now we had, I think, 11. Andrew, is that right? 11? 12 people enter this contest, but don't worry if you're just seeing this video now, because next week we're doing the same contest.
No, in a few weeks.
In a few weeks we're doing the same contest one more time, so make sure that you subscribe to this, check us out on Facebook and all of that, and then you'll be there to witness when we have the next time that we're going to do this. And I'm expecting a little bit more than 12 people to enter. In fact, I was hoping for more people than 12 to enter this one here, but I guess our Facebook doesn't get that much in the way of shares. Or
We had more than 12, but some people didn't follow the rules.
Oh, Andrew's just telling me something. But now I've lost my train of thought of what I was going to say. But what Andrew was going to say is a number of people sent in, but didn't read the criteria for this. So number 1 is no cars from USS. Number 2 is no cars that go through auction either the day that we're shooting this or one day before, and there were a number of people who did that, and unfortunately we can't do a contest for the prices if the prices are already visible before the video gets shot. And so for next time, make sure that these are Thursday or Friday or Saturday vehicles coming up for auction. And yeah, these are vehicles from auction at the official Japanese auction. These are real cars that are really being sold, so let's jump into it here. And we're going to do it a little bit differently from usual because we have so many more cars, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. And so this first one here, sent in from Sean William Bellamy, he says, "Good luck to everyone else. Is it wrong that I like these cars? They remind me of the GM EV1, which of course was the first modern day electric vehicle. I guess it's not modern anymore. So this is an Insight. It still, I think, gets the best fuel economy for any hybrid, thanks to a really puny engine and super aerodynamics that make the car look weird, but I always thought that they look kind of cool. I don't want to own one myself, but I don't have any problem against people who have these cars. This one's the JDM one, so if you did import this, it could be kind of cool, especially if you modified it. I think it could be a cool modified car. Anyway, 67,839 kilometers, and condition of this one seems to be pretty good with some paint fade on the body. and it is the 797th one that was ever made. Okay, so Sean, and here's how you do the contest. I didn't say it, but I'm sure Andrew did. You have to guess the prices of the cars, and if you are the closest to the actual price of the cars out of everybody, then you win the mystery box of cool stuff. And so Sean William Bellamy, he guessed 450,000 yen on this one. I feel like that's a little bit high, even though the condition is rather good. And so I think that we're probably going to see it somewhere around high 200s, 280,000 or so. Okay, next one from Bill Courtney. He picked this one, and he says, here's my entry, a 1993 Toyota Mark II automatic with 146,000 kilometers. Based on the mileage and sales history of this model, I'm going to guess 99,999. I think that you are not going to win, Bill. I'm sorry. I like you a lot, but I don't think that you're going to win this. So I don't know. I didn't get to see the purchase history of this. The mileage is high. It does have an automatic. It doesn't have the kick-butt engine, but this body style, the JZX90s, are a new import to the USA. This one is US legal, and so that's going to boost up the price a little bit more than that. Let's see. Condition-wise, nothing stands out on it. So his guess was 99,999, so basically 100,000 yen. And I'm going to guess on this one 250,000 yen or so. Last time we did this video, I think we had somebody guess spot on. And so 100,000 yen could be too far of a difference. 150,000 yen could be too far. All right, on to the next person, Glenn McCurdy. I don't know, Glenn. Your name does not ring a bell to me, and so maybe you are a new brother to this. So welcome to the family. So, Glenn says a 2000 MRS with 80,000 kilometers, grade RA with a BB rating. And it is an MRS S edition Aero, which basically just means a body kit on it. And look at this, angry headlights. I think these are great cars. It's a shame they never put in the 180 horsepower engine. They got stiffed with the 140 horsepower engine. This is one of the reasons why this is a difficult challenge and is super easy if anyone is Chinese or Japanese, because then you'll be able to read it. This engine says that it has engine noises and white smoke coming from the exhaust. So that's going to cripple the sales price of this. Now, Glenn guessed $3,750, and it's fine if you guess in US dollars. That's fine. Not everybody is fluent in yen. I think it's going to be well less than that. And so 80,000 kilometers on it. Body is okay. Big scratch over here. Some uneven paint. And yeah, my guess, I'm going to guess yen just because I'm not used to US dollars. It changes. The yen doesn't change. But I'm going to guess on this one 90,000 yen. And if it didn't have the white smoke, then I probably would have guessed probably lower, maybe 280,000 yen. Okay. On to the next one. Raya Davino sent in this guy. I love these cars, and I'm not only saying that because we have one up for sale right now, but the Aristo is just so close to a perfect car for the year that it came out. 2JZ twin turbo engine, good looks, really great vehicle dynamics, nice interior. So this one is a 2004, which makes it a pretty new car. Kind of weird. And it has 28,776 kilometers on it. The vehicle is in extraordinary condition, and the black color is probably going to increase the price. Rhea says 2004 Toyota Aristo V300 Vertex Black, 29,000 kilometers, 4-speed auto. They only came in automatic. His guess on this one was 650,000 yen. I feel like that's a bit high. I think that we'll see this one go for a lot higher than the Aristos usually do. So I'm going to guess 520,000 yen on this. Next one here, Redneck Hunter sent in this. And so he says 1998 WRX STI wagon. Good luck, everyone. Going to be fun to see if we are as good at guessing as Derek is. you may even be better than me. And that's the way that auctions work. Sometimes they sell for unpredictable prices. But that's part of the fun of it, isn't it? Okay, so this one is let's see, it has the old style bumper. That's going to keep the price down. STI. Ooh, misaligned little piece on the back. Interior looks a little bit bad. Let's look over the sheet here. So it's 1998 Impreza WRX STI. And that would be the version 4, right? Okay. Rear spoiler paint peeling on it. A big scratch and misaligned section here. Paint peeling up here. And yeah, it looks like a pretty big accident, damaged on the front and the rear. And 120,000 kilometers on it. Big dent over here. I think it's going to sell for pretty cheaply, even though prices for these are on their way up at the moment. Redneck Hunter had a pretty good price on this one, guessing 397,000 yen. I think it's just a touch high, but that could definitely be one of the winning ones. I'm going to guess 360,000 yen on this. On to the next one, Jalmari Ripalina sent in this. It is a Celcio, or Celsior. Okay, and he says 2031 series Celsior Type C, grade 4 with only 31,000 kilometers, dark color. This one is going to sell high. And he guessed on this one 185,000 yen, so that is a high price for these in general. The green, that keeps the price down a little bit. Most people who want these are looking for black or white or silver. Green is kind of that odd duckling color. Big scratch on the bumper here. End panel dented. Various scratches. Left side has W2. Paint crack over here. Don't like it when there are paint cracks on repainted sections. W2 means repainted. So that usually means not good paint on it. But seems to be in pretty good condition. And I think that we got a good price guess here at 185,000. In fact, I'm going to stick with that. So we got a good chance of winning on that one. Mr. Jalmari. Mr. Ripalina. Okay, next one, Ioanni Esparza sent in this. Oh, that is such a cool van. Even though it has a Chevy badge on it, this is a Nissan Caravan. Which is funny because who makes a Caravan? That's Dodge, right? That would have been better if they had a Dodge badge on there. So a high roof, second generation, pretty similar to our Free Candy van that we have in our lot, but this is the second generation, whereas that one is the first gen. It's cool. I love these vans so much. Oh, camping stuff inside. I love camping stuff. It probably all has to be redone, which is a shame. I don't know why there's a Mercedes-Benz painted on the side of it. That's a little bit weird, but it's a cool van. Put some money into it and you can have a really rad vehicle. Condition wise, what do we got? It's a 1984 Caravan. Comes with the 2000cc gasoline engine. So it can be registered in Yokohama. Unlike my van, which I would love to drive, but can't be registered because it's a diesel. So it's an auction grade R. It has a bed and it says table here. Big scratches on the roof, a little bit of rust here, got cracked body filler and so it's been restored. Screw holes over here, screw holes over here. That's a little bit weird to have so many screw holes on the body. Underside corrosion, various interior and exterior modifications. Left front side member dented, front cross member bent. Camping kit has various pieces missing. 120,000 kilometers. It's a cool van. And so let's see. Ioanni thinks this one will sell for 13,000 yen. That seems pretty low to me, even though these are kind of a weird one. It's hard to tell who wants this because the condition is not perfect. It is a little bit weird. Now we paid 375,000 for mine, but I think that there's a big price difference between first generations, which are more valuable, and the second generations like this one because there are more of these. I checked online to see about first generation Caravans, and there's mine, and there was only one more for sale in all of Japan. And so pretty rare. These ones, there are probably about 40 of them for sale at any time. So the customizations, I don't think that's going to add to the value. I think customizations may have been done a long time ago. I'm going to guess on this one 160,000 yen. And so I may be off on that. This is a really hard one to price. And if you're playing this game, you probably want to pick ones that are easy to price. This one's really hard because you can't really look at the history to get an idea of how much it's going to sell for. So if you win this one, then my hat's off to you, because that's a risky move and a difficult one to win with. But if you can, that's great. Okay, on to the next one. Leslie Lee sent in this one. What do you send in? Oh, that's a nice looking car. Do we have room in the budget for inventory? Ooh, automatic. I do like these very much. This is what the 8.6 became. This is the final generation of the 8.6. But it's not the 8.6. I mean, 8.6 meaning like the 11 or the True No. And so this one here is 11. And the very final 11, AE111, has a black top engine. It's cool. A 6-speed manual is possible in these, not this one. I do like the color. It's a very modern looking color for a car like this. And that's original blue. Cool. Okay, so what does... Oh, Ioanni, I forgot to say something about his. I'm just looking at my sheet here. He says, this wonderful van will be my pick first time going through auction. Sorry about that. Okay, Leslie Lee says, 1999 Toyota Corolla 11 BZR. It's a shame it's an auto. So 1999, 1600cc, because it's the final generation of the 4AG engine. Individual throttle bodies, titanium rockers, I think, inside. Titanium rockers and springs for lightweight. First time at auction, rear spoiler. This car has a rear spoiler. Buy it from me. Rear spoiler. It's like the person is like, I don't really care what I'm writing on this. I guess I gotta write something. Good looking car though. I like that very much. It's a shame they're not rear wheel drive. If this were rear wheel drive, the prices would be way higher. Okay, front pillar has repair marks on it. Tire house dented. Dashboard has lots of glue marks on it. Interior dirty. Steering wheel grip needs to be replaced, and the body's not perfect. It has a couple of places that have been replaced. Bad paint over here, dented over here, D interior, D exterior. And we got a guess here from Leslie of 95,000 yen. And I think you've got a good guess on this one too. 95,000 seems like it's going to be right up there. I'm going to guess a little bit lower on this, and I'm going to guess 75,000 yen. Because it's not really in great condition, even though it's cool looking. It'd be a fun car to buy and just rip around in. Foot to the floor all the time because it's an automatic. Okay, Jose Oval sent in this one. Okay, this is a pretty easy, quite a bit easier vehicle to price because there are lots of GT-Rs. He says 1995 purple Nissan Skyline Gt-R V-Spec. He's going to guess $30,000 on this one. So what do we have? So this is a kind of a rare color. It's called the Midnight Purple. It has Nismo arrow on front, side, and rear. I really like the wheels and tires set up here. I like how they didn't go with the biggest wheels that they could fit in there, but you can tell that they're a nice high quality wheel. Auxiliary 4, interior B, body is very good, which is very important for the Midnight Purple because you can't repaint the Midnight Purple very easily. It's a very difficult color to paint. Oh, color change to Midnight Purple. Oh, that's going to take the value down a lot. Because the Midnight Purple will usually add on like $5,000 or $7,000 to the price. I'm just going to look it up and see what the original color was on this. So you put in the VIN number here. Find, and it was a KLO, which I believe is a silver. We're going to go check. Nissan paint. Okay, so it's the light silver. There are a number of silvers that the Skylines were painted in. Ah, sorry, that's cheating. Okay, so the color change. Yeah, I don't know. I would be interested to know, Jose, if you knew that this one was color changed when you guessed that price, because I think that you're pretty accurate with that price considering the color change, but I think it would be quite a bit too low if that color change wasn't known. HKS air filter. What is this? Volk Racing 17-inch wheels, put on in 2006. Headliner is yellowed. That means somebody's been smoking in it. Shift knob is ripped. Rear bumper bracket is deformed. I don't like the idea of somebody repainting a car into midnight purple, especially a car that originally comes in midnight purple. I've seen people use this paint on other cars, and I think that's kind of fun, especially if a car, you know, it's your car, you can do what you want. Midnight purple is a cool paint color, and on other Nissans it looks excellent. I think on a 240 it looks really good. But on a car that originally came with it, it looks like... It may not be the case, but it looks like a poor man's modification to do that. Because if you wanted a midnight purple, go get the midnight purple. I don't know. Whatever the case, it doesn't look bad other than the color change. That's the only qualm that I have with it. And so I'm going to guess on this one 2.8 million yen. So I guess that's pretty close to what Jose guessed there. On to the next one, Jefferson Paraiso. That's not even that difficult to read. Paraiso. What do we got here? A Stagio with an automatic transmission and gangster wheels on it. Okay, so Jefferson says, here's my entry, nothing special about it, and I do like guessing games. A grade 4 Stagio in black with 137,000 kilometers with BB grade interior exterior. I do want to import a Stagio to my home country sometime, so maybe this game would be a training guess on prices. Okay, and so Jefferson guessed on this one 100,000 yen. So let's have a look. Automatic transmission. It does have shift yourself, so it's not that bad. It's year 2004 B137033. It's pretty high mileage for grade 4. Usually it would be a grade 3.5 based on the mileage alone. AC doesn't work. Underside has surface rust and corrosion, and frame has a scuff and a dent, and front strut area corrosion. These things will lower the price. Front strut corrosion will lower the price a little bit more, but there are an awful lot of bad guys who buy the cars and don't mention the corrosion or say it's not really a big deal, but it actually is. Corrosion on the struts is a write-off for the car basically, because you can't really repair it properly without doing like replacing that section. Okay, interior has animal hair, roof molding, paint peeling, aftermarket. I can't. Muffler? Oh, it's just weird writing. Muffler and air filter. Okay, I think that this one will sell for less than that, but I think that you had a pretty good guess because you probably couldn't read what this said. And so I'm going to guess on this one 70,000 yen. I don't like these wheels. I don't think it's a good combination with the car. It looks like something that would come off of a Mustang. But yeah, body's not bad. That corrosion was going to draw a lot of people away. And it is weird, and a lot of people think this, it's a grade 4B, why does it have a corrosion in there? It really comes down to the person who's inspecting it. I find JU inspectors are a little bit weird that way. They tend to discount corrosion and allow for higher grades on their cars. That's probably the same reason why we saw the high grade on that high of mileage. I would think that this would generally be a grade 3.5 at any other auction. Okay, so good luck there, Jefferson. And we got two more here. Brian Chua sent in this one here. This is probably a pretty easy one to pick the price on, I would say. Ooh, the aftermarket taillights are nasty. I would not like those. And I'm not a big fan of these wheels. They're work-of-motion wheels. They're really cheap. They're good looking, but I just don't like them. Okay, so what do we got here? Now, Brian didn't have a memo to go along with his, but he did guess a price. And so it's a year 2000 Impreza version 6, grade 3.5, interior C, exterior C, lowered, driver's seat is aftermarket exhaust, 104,342 kilometers, even though they said 341 here, it's actually 342. Front fender edges bent, and the body's pretty good. Okay, so I'm sorry to say this, Brian. I think that your guess on the price is way off on this. He guessed 350,000 yen. I'm going to guess 1,000,000 yen on this. This being a version 6 is the one that everybody wants. Prices are on their way up for the version 6 because everyone loves the GC and they're running out now. You can swap the taillights out easily if you don't like those, and if you're like me, you can go get some wheels that suit the car better, in my opinion. That's what I would do. I know some people like those wheels, I just don't on this car. Okay, and Derek Lubno. I think you're also new. Ooh, Legacies. Love Legacies, especially this one. This aero kit here is original, and this is my favorite aero kit for this car. This is that original one. It's subtle but really good looking. Okay, and so this one is an early model? Yeah, right before the changeover happened in late 2002, I guess. And so this is a Legacy Twin Turbo, 2001 GTB E-Tune. That's the highest trim level. Sort of the highest trim level. It's the fastest with the highest trim level. I think that you could actually get these with the inline 6, or not inline, sorry, Boxer 6. That was a more expensive one, but I don't know. I know you could in the US. Okay, auction grade R, interior B, exterior B. That body has a lot of marks on it, and Subarus tend to dent pretty easily. Right rear side member dented, end panel. End panel has corrosion. Sorry about that, it's allergy season. I've been trying to hold in those sniffles and it got too much. Okay, so underneath here is some corrosion under the bumper there. Not a huge problem, but something that would keep me away from the car. Crack in the windshield, same thing. It's probably not that bad, but in case it is, I wouldn't go for this. Especially since they marked it twice. Front glass is cracked, and here. 140,409 is pretty high mileage for this car. I wouldn't really be afraid of the mileage, but there are so many Legacies in Japan. They were such a popular car when they came out that there are so many on the market with lower mileage than this that will look more attractive, and that's going to keep the price down a lot. And so the guess on this one from Derek Lubno is 550,000 yen. I think that you are pretty far off on this one. I'm going to guess 100,000 yen on this one because it's an auto. If it was a 5-speed, I can see a higher price, but still 550 is too high for a Legacy. 100,000 yen is going to be my guess on this one. And that brings us to an end. So if you watched this video and you thought, I want to win cool stuff from Japan, then make sure that you check us out for the next video. It's coming in several weeks after this, and you can take part if you want. And you're going to get a mystery box, kind of like, you know, recently it's been popular to get the mystery box from Loot Crate or whatever it is, company that sends you a box every month. It's kind of like that, but it's going to be full of Japanese stuff that's really cool. So we're going to end this video here. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.